Hey everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. I'm Ishan Sharma, and in today's video we'll be talking about the top 5 VS Code extensions that you must know in 2021. Let's get started. Alright, now what is the importance of Visual Studio Code extensions and why should you be caring about it if you are a developer? So look, basically whenever you use Visual Studio Code, there would be a tab called as extensions. When you open that, you will see that there are a lot of these extensions that you can start using. Now they would basically help you to get a lot of things done quicker or faster, or they will enable you to be more productive in your coding process, right? So whenever you're making like an application, maybe you want to have the boilerplate as default, so you can do that. Or let's say you want things to appear in a certain way, you can do that. So all of these things are available at your disposal once you get all of these extensions. And in this video, I'll be talking about the top 5 extensions that you should know in 2021, starting off with the first one, and this is going to be a bracket pair colorizer. Okay, so this is the actual name of that extension. And by the way, if you want to look at all of these extensions, I will be linking them in the description so you can take a look at that. So let's imagine that you have a lot of brackets in your program, right? And you want to basically make sure that you're able to understand that, okay, if this is the starting bracket, this is the closing bracket for that one. So you can do that only with the help of something that would be able to change the colors of them. And let's say we have one bracket that is closing and an opening one, so it can actually colorize them. So that way you can understand that, okay, when the red bracket starts over here, it is closing on the red bracket itself. So you have an idea, okay, this is how things actually are working. Super useful, especially if you're dealing with a lot of lot of code. If you have like a huge code base, this would be really helpful for you to take a look at. So yeah, do check this out. Now moving on to the second one, and this is going to be better comments. Okay, so normally what happens is that documentation is really big. If you are into open source, you will already know that if you want to start with some pull requests, or if you just want to get started with a GitHub repository and you want to contribute, documentation is actually a good place for you to start by improving the documentation. So how can you write better documentation? How can you write better comments? This is what this extension will help you out with, right? So what it does is that it basically enables you to format or style your comments. So this can be really helpful because again, you have to create multiple comments and you want to make sure that everyone is able to understand what is happening in this particular file. And with the help of better comments, you can do exactly that. So do take a look at that. You can create some to-do lists, or you can actually assign some tasks that, okay, this person does this, or let's say you are trying to explain what this particular function or what this class is actually meant for. So you can have multiple styling formats for doing that. So yeah, do take a look at that. In the description of that extension, it would be explained how can you use those styling options, right? So there are a few commands that you can learn once you have installed this extension, and using them, you can easily style your comments. Okay, now moving on to the third one. This is going to be Prettier. Okay, now with Prettier, what you can do is that you can easily style the complete code base that you have. So it's like a great formatter that you can use to prettify, so as to say, your code base, right? So you can, let's say you have some classes, you have functions, you have some if conditions. So it can create similar styles or similar colors for those particular, objects for your program. So this can be really helpful, especially if you have to deal with a lot of code in a particular file. So this does help out a lot. There are some problems with it as well, but I don't think that you should be worrying too much about that. You can have a look at it. Again, just go to extension, just search for Prettier, and you should find it. It's actually quite popular, and just install that. And after that, all of your code will be magically looking a lot better, and you'll be able to understand how does this actually work. Super useful. Pretty much every other developer uses this, and it's actually really handy. Okay, so this was the third one. Now moving on to the fourth one, this one is called as Live Server. Okay, now this Live Server, again, as I said, is really popular with software developers, especially who are doing web development. So what they can do is that they can simply just install this extension, and when they will go into like a index.html or any HTML page, they will get an option that says open with Live Server. When you click on that, that would create your own localhost server automatically. And that's not it. Let's say you change something in your file and you save that, it would automatically show the changes on your website. So this can be really handy if you're trying to fix like a bug, or if you're trying to make something look just right and you're trying to understand how can you style the CSS of this website. So in that case, I think it can be a great way for you to understand how to do that. So live server is basically great when you have to edit a particular website and if you want to see the change happening live. So you can just have like a multi window. So in this part you can have like the Chrome browser, and in this part you can have like your own VS Code, and you can see whenever you edit something, you can see its change happening over there, right? So this is what you can take a look at, live server. This is the fourth one. Okay, now the fifth one that you can take a look at is going to be snippets. Now snippets is basically quite a broad term for extensions. It's like a type of extensions, and particularly if you want to go deeper into this, it depends on what stack you are using. If you are into Android development or web development, or what exactly are you doing, it depends on that. But let's say you are into Python and you want to get some code really quickly. So there's something called as Python snippets. So just search for Python snippets and you'll get a lot of snippets for that. And basically these are pre-written code that you can just press enter and you can get the complete code written out for you. So these are generally used whenever you have to use something again and again, over and over again. So let's take an example of HTML. Whenever you create your own HTML page, you have to write things like doc type HTML, head, body, things like that. So you don't need to do that. You can just use like a boilerplate, and similar to that you have snippets, right? So let's take an example of me. I like to make React applications, so I installed the React ES7 snippet, and it came with a lot of options. But basically I can just say RFCE and I will get that functional component made up for me in React, right? So you can take a look at that. There are a lot of combinations that you can do. There are a lot of these formatting tools that are available to you, and these will basically help you to be more productive as a developer, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. You got to learn something from this. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions whatsoever. And yeah, again, all of them will be linked in the description. You can have a look at them. Make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.